Deposit New York. It's the A2Z program with Mr. Arick Van. Tonight, Arick welcomes from Lethal Weapon. He's too old for this shit. It's Danny Glover. All-time hit king Pete Rose stops by the program. And our musical guest, all-female Slipknot cover band, Balloon Knot. And of course, a special appearance by Gina. So ladies and gentlemen, here's your host, Mr. Arick Van.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Tim. Thank you, everybody. Oh, what a grand intro. What a grand intro that was. I'm really excited for the all Slipknot cover band. I got to be honest with you. But ladies and gentlemen, my name is Arick Zant. You are on the A2Z program. It is a special SaturdA2Z evening show. We missed last night. We're doing it tonight. As always, I am here with the Ed McMahon, the Andy Richter. He is everyone all rolled up in one, and the greatest co-host, the greatest couch man, the greatest number two anybody could ever have in this business. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Mr. Tim Tabala.
Ladies and gentlemen, how are you?
And I think, Tim, I see, if my eyes don't deceive me, in the background, do we have our special segment arriving already?
Exactly. Our special contractual agreement we made must say hello. Please say hello to Jana Bug.
Well, let's say hello to my dear Jana. Hello, Jana.
Hi, Arick.
How are you?
You're good.
You're good.
Back to normal.
Say hello,
okay,
everybody.
I'm back to normal.
Hello, everybody.
Jana,
hello, everybody.
Can you say hi and welcome to the program?
Hi, welcome to the Pongo.
Good job.
Oh, good job, sweetheart. Oh, honey, I love you so much. Bye, honey. Everybody, please, round of applause for our special segment with Jana. Thank you, Jana, so much. Oh, I love that girl.
We fulfilled our contract.
We fulfilled our contract. We are still good until next negotiation. But yeah, we're at a special A2Z Saturday night. We got Skyline Reviews. If Tim is the Grand Inquisitor, then I am the third sister. Sister, you're always the third sister, no matter what. Right here, Ashley, always. But yeah, Tim, we missed last night. I had to work not a double shift, but a shift in 3/4, I guess you could say. I was there about 13 hours, so we had a few call-ins, and I had to stay a little late. So by the time I got home, I was shot. So I did not go on, but we talked today, and we decided to do a special Saturday evening A2Z. And that is what we're doing. And we're just going to be having a great show. We're going to be just going over bullshit, shooting the shit, not shooting the Sith, but shooting the shit. And we're going to be hanging out, having a good time. And we might have people pop by. We might not. If we don't, we're going to have it covered anyway. So, Tim, I take it you are doing your main job doing the share out.
I am done. I just shared it out to everybody.
And you are done. Tim, you do that really quick. You're like the Doc Holliday of sharing stuff. Like you really, you're Huckleberry. You definitely are. Tim, a couple things I want to go over quick. Recent happenings, of course. Let's get this right out of the way because I know people are dying to hear about this. Johnny Depp's trial is over. Judge ruled in favor of Johnny Depp on most of the counts. Johnny Depp was awarded a large sum of money, which I'm more than likely sure he's not going to receive. And actually, Amber Heard was actually given something because Johnny's lawyers they concocted something up that wasn't true or something. Or they found that there was just insufficient evidence on whatever it was they were accusing her. One point, not everything, but just one small thing.
That story got so
it got overblown.
I don't even know half the shit that went on, but I'm glad he won.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Johnny Depp won. Johnny Depp. Let's hope his name is Nobody deserves that. And whether you believe him, whether you believe Amber Heard, I mean, obviously they're a fucking toxic couple, and obviously that they just did not belong together. So you know what? They were bad for each other. But you know what? Abuse goes both ways. It isn't just man on woman. Women can abuse men, and I'm sure that given her psychotic nature, she probably inflicted some harm upon him as well. I mean, Johnny's a weird dude. I personally don't know him. I've only met him like 2-3 times. We didn't talk much, but he doesn't appear. I mean, nobody. Let's face it. Everybody can say nobody appears to be whatever kind of person, but Johnny to me doesn't seem like he would be the type to physically abuse and do all that. And I don't think he would have gone out on a limb like this if he did not feel as if he were the victim of some sort of abuse, because that's just crazy to even just do, even for him. So good for you, Johnny. You got it. Your good name hopefully is cleared.
It's good for all men.
It is good for all men, because it really does need to be brought into the. It really needs to be brought out into the public, because men do suffer abuse on the same way women do.
Not just abuse. This proves that that women are goddamn liars sometimes. They just do it.
Yeah,
they're doing it for the money. They're doing it for publicity. They're just
Yeah, and
it's good. It's good for men in general and people.
Men in general, and it's also and a lot of there's some women out there saying oh, now no women's ever going to be believed. No, it's not the way it is. This needs to be made an example so that if a woman is doing that kind of thing, it can be examined a little more and see like, oh, you know what, this does happen more often than. I mean, I'm sure that the ratio of men to women defaming each other, men probably do it. I don't know the stats, and personally I don't care, but I do care about people treating each other nicely, and we need to be good to each other, especially during this ridiculous time that we're in. The country's so fucking divided. Everybody's either on one side or the other, and what I think we need some sort of unity. That's why we are here. We are here to unify the country again. We are here to bring everybody back together. We all need to be on the same page, okay? So that's the Johnny Depp. That's over. Tim, one other bullet point I want to bring up. I talked to someone else about it a little bit today. As much as I am not a fan of this team, I am happy that the Rangers are 2-0 in the series against Tampa Bay, because Tampa Bay knocked my Leafs out. There was fucking bad officiating in that, and either Game 6 or Game 7. I can't remember now because I was so pissed off. I think it was Game 7, because the Leafs had that one, and that 2 fucking bad calls blew it for him. And I'm not trying to make an excuse because I'm a Leaf fan. Because Calgary had the same refs and got screwed over on a game. And I looked back during the season, and this guy, the main official, the ref, he's made some pretty iffy calls. So good for the Rangers. I hope they beat the piss out of them. I told Ed today I hope they sweep them. I don't want Tampa Bay in there. As much as I am not a Ranger fan, I would love to see New York have a cup. It would be nice to see New York have a Stanley Cup again. So go Rangers. Tim, you're a Ranger fan, okay? What are you feeling right now?
Excitement. But I also don't want to jinx them, so I'm not going to get too involved in it. But I will just say, to have such a young team ahead of rebuilding schedule, doing what they're doing is pretty goddamn fun to watch. So, I'm happy. Somehow I woke up and I have 2 teams in the finals. Well, I have the Rangers in the Eastern Conference Finals, and I have the Celtics in the finals, and they beat the Warriors in Game 1. How this happened, I don't know.
I thought they were. I thought they were
best
2
record in baseball.
Yankees do. I thought the Celtics were 2-0 in the series.
It's Game 2 tonight.
Oh, it's tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I got the Rangers in the Eastern Conference Finals, the Celtics in the finals. Yankees are in first place, and God willing, the Giants will make a playoff run. Well, they're not going to make the Super Bowl this year, but make the playoffs, and I'll be happy. Be 500 with the Giants, and I'll be happy.
As you know, Tim, I share the one team that we do share together is the Boston Celtics, and I am diehard Celtic pride, just like you. And I'm so happy. I want these guys to pull it off. I want them to win the championship. I hope this is their year, man. I really, really do. I hope the Celtics pull it off. But
the Warriors, the Warriors are the Warriors, man. They're tough, but
Golden State's tough, dude.
You know what? We stole one there,
mm-hmm.
and that's what's huge because we stole a game there, and they're not as confident as they are now because they were up by 20 and they lost.
Up by 20 and they lost, yeah.
But you know what?
Any momentum shift I'll take, any win I'll take. I don't care. Okay. I want the Celtics to win, and anything to throw the Golden State off is going to be fine with me. I am diehard Celtic pride, and I want our team to win this, man. We gotta have a championship this year.
I do. I need at least one.
Yeah, I haven't had one. I mean, let me see. The Red Sox haven't been in the World Series for 4 or 5 years. 17 they won? Is that the one they won? I think it was 17.
I don't pay attention to those guys.
I'm pretty sure it was. I might be wrong. My Maple Leafs have not been won a Stanley Cup since 1967. Celtics, they've had a few championships in the last 30 years here and there, but I want to see it again. And who am I forgetting? Who's my football? Oh, the Eagles. The Eagles won, and they beat the Patriots. So we gave Patriots one of their 2 losses. The other team being who, Tim?
Giants.
That's right. Giants. So
2 losses.
The Eagles aren't going to be a contender this year. They're going to be decent, but they're not like you're feeling with the Giants. I don't feel they're going to be. They're not Super Bowl material this year. They're still in the rebuilding process. I mean, I'm still not sure about the quarterback situation. The running game is still up in the air, and their defense, while it's usually good, I got to look into it a little more. I haven't gotten a chance to check the Eagles out in a while, but anyway, Tim, we've had quite a rough couple weeks here in the United States. I feel it necessary to address that. We got a problem here in the United States. We got a problem with these mentally unstable people going off on shooting sprees. And dude, this is it's so bad to hear anything like this. But I mean, going into a Texas school and killing elementary school children that's like an abomination. I can't even wrap my head around it. And then after that, of course, we had a shooting in Oklahoma, I think, again. Then there was one in Ohio the other day. And it's like it just, and of course, the one close to home here for me, anyway, and you, the kid from Conklin, New York, which is like 18 miles away from me. It's in the southern tier, goes to Buffalo and takes out 12, 13 people in a store. Tim, this is bad.
He was from Conklin?
He was from Conklin. Now, here, listen to this, Tim. This kid threatened. Okay, so he graduated. Okay, my boss, David, who owns the Big M, okay, he lives in Conklin, or Kirkwood. I'm sorry, Kirkwood. Kirkwood, Conklin, same fucking thing. So David has a son who just graduated, not this year, the year before. He graduated in 21, which this guy that shot the place up graduated with, okay? And David showed me pictures of Little League where David was the coach, and this kid's on the team, okay? Now, you're looking at all these kids, they're like, 10, 11 years old. You know how they're all like goofy, like, doing their goofy Little League smile. This kid sits there like this. I mean, there was nothing there. And David even said, he he was a good kid, but there was always something, he was just, sometimes he was, far, far away in his mind. But I guess when they graduated, he had threatened the graduating class on graduation day or something, threatened to do something.
He made many threats. I think he even said, I believe, when I turn 18, I'm going to shoot up.
Yeah, they found his manifesto, and it's like, Jesus Christ. Of course, the parents. I mean, and this has to be brought out. I mean, they're all like, oh, we never saw this coming. He's such a good boy. I mean, I call bullshit on that. Because as being a parent, it's easy just to be the ostrich and pretend you don't hear that rather than dealing with it, because it's tough to deal with. But on something of this magnitude, I kind of feel like you got to be a little proactive. Like if your child, I mean, especially they knew he made that threat, the outward threat against the graduating class. Okay. Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. My allergies are awful today. If he made a threat like that against the graduating class, I mean, what the fuck? You gotta fucking go through this kid's shit and sit him down and be like, what are we doing here? But Tim, I've asked numerous people this, and I know it's a very broad, general, and very, very difficult question to even give a yes, no, maybe, or I don't know to. But Tim, how do we get this? No, I mean, it's never going to stop. Nothing like this is ever going to stop. But how do we curb these mass shootings? What are we missing here? In your opinion, do you have any opinion or anything in your mind that could?
Yeah, well, like you said, the Buffalo kid was under watch. They knew he made threats.
Yeah.
So now, as soon as you make a threat like that, kidding or not, you should be under some kind of watch program. And I'm talking about where if they come and inspect your house, they inspect your shit, and if you got guns, they take them. Simple as that. And I'm not trying to violate anyone's goddamn rights, so don't attack me with taking your guns away. I don't think I am. Well, I'm not pro. I'm not against. I am in the middle. But yeah, if you make a threat, joking or not, you are not allowed to own anything, and you are now under an umbrella of where we can come to your house anytime we want to and inspect you and take your shit away.
Yeah,
simple as that. I mean, is it going to stop?
No, it's never going to stop.
It's not going to stop because you know what happens? You take your guns away. Let's just say you take the guns away, right? Again, I'm not trying to get into the gun argument.
No.
That wasn't going to stop a crazy person from taking a machete or an axe or an
axe
or anything. It's crazy is crazy.
Getting a gun from Canada, getting a gun from Mexico. I mean, if you outlaw firearms, whether handguns or long rifles or anything, any kind of gun, you're compounding the problem because they're still going to get weapons no matter what. Do we need to be more stringent on mental health issues? I think so, yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Because if you look at the states that these have happened in, namely Texas, and I am calling Texas out because from what I understand, it's easier to obtain a gun than it is to get into any kind of mental health treatment because I guess they've totally not defunded, but they don't have the funding they used to have for people that are, that need that kind of mental help. And I believe that this needs to not just be statewide. I think a federal level here. We need this is crazy, man. And it's just too bad. And, these poor families, that have to wake up every day without their child because of this. And it's terrible. And I hope that collectively we can all come to something where we can all get together. And
I never thought we'd see a school shooting in Texas.
I didn't either.
I figured everyone in Texas had a gun. I mean, I'm being honest. I just figured Texas is one state you ain't going to see a shooting because they put the guard. There's probably marshals at the door, and the teachers probably have guns. So this is kind of an argument to where it doesn't matter. It's first. Look, it starts with the person, the mental health of this person. That's where it all starts.
Yeah.
If there's even an inkling that you could do something like this, that's it. You're not allowed to own shit. That's just how it should be, and you should be under some kind of watch where you got to check in every couple weeks. Like you're on parole for life. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Mike says we need to go by the Switzerland rule. Everyone has guns and they drink like crazy at gun ranges. The former president of that country sits there with no security detail and gets sloshed. Well, that would be wonderful if we could do that kind of thing. Unfortunately, I think this country as a whole has gone down the toilet so much that, exactly, Mike, I think you hit the nail on the head. They don't, it's because they respect guns. Respect, okay? That is a key word. Tim, it's almost kind of like crossing the street, okay? If you don't have a healthy respect of your surroundings and you're at a busy intersection and you say, well, fuck it, I'm just going to cross the fucking street, they can stop. If they stop, they stop. But if they don't, fuck it, I'm going to do it anyway because nothing's going to happen. Well, goddamn, of course something is going to happen, okay? You're going to get hit by a fucking car, Okay, if you don't respect that, you are going to get hit. If you do not respect firearms, guns, handguns, etc., you know what I mean. It's going to take a lackluster. Everyone's going to have a lackluster approach, and it's going to be easy for people who are mentally unstable to obtain them. Okay, I feel like we need to revamp this whole thing. I do not think that we should take guns away. That's ridiculous. Taking guns away because people should have.
But now, on one hand, I think, like I said, I'm always in the middle.
Yes, me too.
But does the average person need a fucking AK-47?
No.
I mean, you don't. I'm just saying,
No.
But I mean, all right. I said, as long as you can pass a mental stability test, not just a background check. You should have to pass a real mental health fucking test. Because I know
agree.
I took a test just based on like depression and stuff. I failed. Me failed. Yeah. So you know what? Don't give me a gun.
No.
I have no intention of doing anything like that. I couldn't do anything like that. But like I said, even though I failed, I would say don't give me a gun.
No. Absolutely.
That's how hard it should be to get. And if you pass all that stuff, congratulations, you get yourself your gun.
And it doesn't need to be. It needs to be firm, but it doesn't need to be gripped. I hate saying it, but my brother's correct. We are getting, and Jason Fischetic kind of scoffed at me the other night when I said this, but I kind of feel like the overall intelligence and the overall awareness of our country is being dumbed down. I mean, we are getting absolutely, the IQ collectively of the country is sliding. And I honestly think it's because of the divisiveness of politics. And the news spins everything to a ridiculous level. And let's face it, everybody on social media, if you have an opinion, Tim, that's all they think now. It's my opinion and I'm right. Well, no, it's not, because 90% of the things that people chime in on Facebook, chime in on Twitter, got to get in an argument with fucking Sally, your neighbor. I mean, 90% of that is not based in fact, okay? I can have an opinion, Tim. I think the Rangers are the worst team in the NHL. Well, that's my opinion, but that's not a fact, because the fact is the Rangers have made it into the semifinals of the Stanley Cup, which i.e. means they are a good team, okay? So my opinion really doesn't fucking matter, because the fact is they're a good team, okay? Now, you and I could argue this to the ends of the earth, okay? But it's the same thing. It lacks progressive thought. Nobody is putting I don't even want to say intellectually or intelligent thought. Nobody's putting like basic sensual thought into anything anymore. It's just like, well, yeah, fuck this guy. The fucking country store gas is fucking $5. Fucking they're gouging. Well, no, they're not gouging. That's just what the gas prices are. Okay. Just because you say that doesn't mean it's true. Do you follow what I'm saying here? It's like, and I think that we are as a country sliding down the intellectual pole. We really are. We really are. And Mike says they should, people in the United States should not even own toasters, let alone a semi-automatic rifle, which is correct, because it's like, that's a good analogy. If you can't fucking operate a toaster, why the fuck do you have a fucking gun? Like that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
What do we got here? Jeremiah says New York City has one of the toughest gun laws in the country, but it's like the Wild West here every day, and none of these guns are registered. He's right. So to me, and Tim, didn't we talk the other day? Your new mayor, right, is a little bit on the soft side, and doesn't really like he kind of. Basically, he kind of shunned the police a little bit, or kind of.
That's the previous mayor.
That's the previous mayor. That's the previous mayor.
Previous
so what did he do?
Shit on the police.
Shit on the police. So
the police in turn, so bad that the police really stopped giving a shit for a while.
Right. And
under the new mayor, though, now we have bail reform.
Oh yeah, that
bail reform is basically, well, he had a gun on him, but he didn't point at anybody, so we're not going to put him in jail.
So that's no big deal then. Yeah, that's great.
That's the kind of bullshit that we have to deal with now. So people like you see on TV every day are not even robbing a store anymore. They're walking into a store, throwing a bunch of merchandise into a bag and walking out. Why? Bail reform.
Because they know they'll be out anyway.
I didn't use a gun. I didn't use a knife. I just threw a bunch of merchandise in my bag and I walked out. Okay, you're right. You're not dangerous. We're going to let you out. That's the fucking problem that's going on in this city right now. And that's why every day you see in smash and grabs. A bunch of kids are running into a store, smashing open countertops, taking phones, taking jewelry. Why? Mm-hmm. Didn't use a gun, didn't use a weapon, didn't use a knife. I'll be out in 24 hours out of jail.
Yep. And probably get probation.
Goddamn mistake. Yes,
it is.
Exactly.
And I think Jeremiah is correct. The Wild West, because before the Wild West was incumbent with marshals and stricter laws, and they didn't even have to go like all out. They just threw a couple marshals in there, got some law and order and some judiciary aspects set up, and law and crime started to go down effectively. Stop them. Show is 90% of it. I'm here. If you fuck up, you are going to get arrested and thrown in jail. Okay, then your family is effectively going to starve. You will not provide for them anymore.
Now everything is people with cameras. Cop will say, "Hi, I pulled you over. Fuck you. Give me your fucking sergeant. What's your badge number?"
What is that?
That's all they do now. That's all they do now, and it sickens me to my fucking stomach that's where we're at now. No one has any respect.
No, they don't.
Everything is give me your badge number. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I didn't. Just fucking. You're pissing this guy off so much that the next person's probably going to catch an ass whooping.
Yeah.
And these fucking jerks that are going around to government buildings and filming them, cars going in and out. Why are you here? Oh, none of your fucking business, dude. It's a government building.
It kind of is their business.
Since 9/11, you're filming a government building. We have the right to know why. Oh, I'm doing a fuck. They all say I'm doing a project or I'm doing it's my job. No, they're not. They're there to incite. They want to incite the police into some kind of violent act and get their fucking YouTube views up.
You're exactly right.
That's where we're at right now.
And it's fucking bullshit.
It is.
It's fucking bullshit. And you are 100% right. You know what? This can't be a society, obviously with all these new laws, the society of, well, it's okay. And well, everybody deserves a 19th chance. And, just because of this or that, they can get by with it. This person's had a hard life, or God forbid, the color of their skin. They're letting it go. And they're afraid. Like with the bus story the other day, they're afraid. Okay. And we shouldn't be afraid. If you're an asshole or if you're breaking the fucking law, it shouldn't matter what your economic situation is. It shouldn't matter what your ethnic background is. It should not matter who or what you are. If you're fucking breaking the law and providing a disruption and or making an uncomfortable sect of society, making them uncomfortable, dude, you should be arrested. I mean, it doesn't matter that this whole slap on the wrist. Oh, it's okay. Give them a chance. No, man. Why do you think everybody keeps fucking up? Why do you think all these fucking repeat? Like you just said, the bail reform.
Yeah, but we had that. We had it not so long ago. There was a case. A guy with a knife wasn't really threatening anyone indirectly, but he was in the store screaming and acting like an asshole. The cops arrested him. He had a knife. Let him go. They let him go. Why they let him go? Well, he didn't really threaten anyone with the knife. The dude had a fucking knife, screaming and yelling like a lunatic. So what's going to stop the guy tomorrow from picking up another knife and this time stabbing somebody?
Or what if they didn't arrive when they did and he did fucking stab somebody? I mean, this bullshit of giving, it's like John Lennon, give peace a chance. No, fuck that. And with the population of New York City, do you really think, I mean, obviously we know it's not working, but how do they think that this whole fucking slap on the wrist, give someone a chance is going to work? It's not. And it's not working anywhere. It's not working anywhere.
No,
it's fucked up, man. But the bottom line is that if we lost one child, it would have been a travesty. We lost numerous children. Okay. These are small, little, innocent children.
The
guy shot his own fucking grandmother, Tim.
We had a 13-year-old girl the other day stabbed in the back. Why? I don't know. Guy felt like stabbing a 13-year-old girl in the back. This was in Brownsville in Brooklyn. Wow. Why? Why'd he do it? I don't know. Felt like because he was crazy and he had a goddamn knife on him, so he stabbed the 13-year-old girl.
Pardon me for my my snarfing and stuff, guys. I apologize.
Look, and what's funny about this city is on the major, like the holidays, it's like Jeremiah said, it's the OK Corral down here. Memorial Day, I don't know how many shootings we had that weekend. So it's like 4th of July. 4th of July is coming up. Can't wait to see the body count on 4th of July weekend.
I shudder to think what it's going to be like, Tim, because it's
I hate being in this city on 4th of July.
Hopefully you can come up here, man.
I love going. That's where I like to go. I like to go up there because it's just fireworks. Fireworks are your only danger, and choking on a good steak or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm not getting stabbed or murdered down just because I took the wrong train or I stepped on a sneaker or something.
Yeah, and it's like dude, just something's got to change. I mean, we here at the A2Z program would like to send out our heartfelt condolences and our well wishes to all those people that were affected by not just the Texas shooting, but the numerous shootings that have happened in the last month. We're very, very sorry, and we hope. I think I speak for Tim in this. We hope that something can change, and we need this to change because no more children can die, man. I mean, it breaks my heart to hear about this because.
School shootings, I understand. You're not going to be able to. You're not going to stop them, unfortunately. But as far as like what's going on here,
and in the city, yeah, that can be. That's easily more dealt with than the
police
school.
The power back. Mm-hmm. That's all you have to do.
Well, if you think about it, Tim, it kind of relates to the school shootings because, like, I think these psychos have in mind, like, well, fuck it, it's easy to get in. Nobody's going to stop me. If I do get in, I can do what I got to do, and I might die anyway. So it's like the whole thing is them getting there.
There's no school shootings here. There's too many shootings outside. Yeah. New York don't have school shootings.
Yeah, but like this mental evaluation thing needs to be upped. We need to get on this, and we need to start, really being tough on this because like this just can't happen anymore, man. This is just terrible. But let's move on. Tim, couple new things have okay, so we're in Pop Culture Pros. We are like I said, we're a pop culture group. We're a pop culture network. We have all things covering all aspects of different aspects of pop culture aspects. No, we have a plethora of different shows. We used to have a streaming show back when a couple people liked to actually host it and everything. So we have, let's see, Disney just put out, let's just get it out here. Obi-Wan just came out, and you covered some of that, I believe, on Shooting the Sith. Stranger Things. Hello, Lauren. Lauren is here. Say hi to everybody, Lauren.
Hi.
Hello.
So Stranger Things just came out. Also, we have The Boys on Amazon, the super hit. Do you ever watch The Boys? Into that?
I am in the middle of season 2.
You're in the middle of season. Perfect, dude. I was like against it until I started dating Lauren, and she got me into The Boys. Dude, The Boys is so much fun. Billy Butcher is absolutely one of my favorite characters. But what I'm trying to say is we got a lot of new stuff out right now as far as streaming goes, and there's a lot of fun stuff. Your thoughts, Tim? What are you into? I mean, I know you're into Obi-Wan. I don't even have to bring that up because I'm into it and I absolutely love it. But are you a Stranger Things guy?
Yes, I am. I am on the last episode.
You are.
I am on the last episode. I love this season. I thought this season was probably the best one in a long time.
Really?
I am huge on the villain, Vecna. I love that guy. Creepy as shit. It's just a creepy season. And that's what I want. That's what I like about it. My only and it's a weird problem. My only problem with the show is why do they gotta ugly these kids up? Why ugly them up?
Yeah, I do agree with you that they are a little bit ugly, but Lauren is on the same wavelength you are. She absolutely loves Stranger Things, and Lauren, Tim absolutely loves. You finished. You're up to what now?
I'm doing a show. I'll call you back.
Oh, who is it?
My sister and my
Oh,
they do a Saturday night FaceTime thing.
oh,
We all say hi. So I'll
oh.
call
They
them
should
back.
have got on and said hi.
Now I'll
But
call them back.
Lauren's the same as you. She loves Stranger Things. You're into what now? You're into the
No, but why
latest.
why do they have to ugly like Elle up the main girl? They have
Tim
to
wants to know why they uglied Elle up.
and
Made her all
Will
ugly and
and they still give Will that stupid looking bowl cut.
yeah, they give him the
Why?
bowl cut.
They're
Yeah,
getting older. These kids, I don't care if they're nerds. They should be really like, you're a teenagers first too.
yeah,
So
exactly.
why do they gotta ugly them up so much?
I personally, I'm not into Stranger Things. It just doesn't hit me. I'm just not a big fan of it. But I love The Boys. The Boys is one of my favorites. I'm getting to that. Lauren wanted me to give this because Star Trek Strange New Worlds has been on, and I've been watching that. Do you? I think we talked about this. You don't get into the new Star Trek much, right?
I caught the first one so far.
Oh, you did? Okay.
The first
Great series.
I've been watching. You know why? Because I've been watching the Offer, the show about the Godfather.
I saw that advertised. How is that?
That is freaking great.
Is it? I'll have to check that out.
I just watched the 8th episode this morning. Fantastic show. Great cast. Very realistic about the making of the movie. You didn't realize how much shit went into making that movie.
Really?
It's so much fun to watch.
I'll have to check that out.
Highly recommended.
But Star Trek Strange New Worlds takes place previous to the original Star Trek series from the 60s.
Yep,
This
Captain
is actually
Pike.
Yeah, Captain Pike. In the pilot, he was actually the captain. It wasn't Kirk, and they made Kirk the captain after the pilot. When the actual series started. But I think Pike's phenomenal. The guy playing him is phenomenal. I think he's a great captain. I like the storylines.
That's Black Bolt from Inhumans.
I was gonna say I thought I saw him in a Marvel.
Yeah, he played Black Bolt in the Inhumans TV show.
Well, and wasn't he in Doctor Strange too? Didn't he have a bit?
Spoiler alert: he was in Doctor Strange also. Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. Well, it's been out for a while.
It's been out for a while. No,
yeah, people haven't fucking seen it. Fuck it.
We're not responsible. Yeah, but yeah, he played Black Bolt in Doctor Strange and on the TV show.
Sweet. Now, Tim, I have to listen to Stranger Things gossip all the time because of Lauren. What do you I know why Lauren likes it because she's got a very weird taste in things. What grabs you about? I'm not saying it's bad. She gave me a look like, what attracts you to Stranger Things? Like,
80s,
my brother's 80s, into it too.
80s nostalgia.
80s nostalgia.
That's what grabs you. That's what grabs you at first. But like I said, I really, this is probably one of my favorite. Last season and this season have been my two favorites, I think. Okay. Which is good, which means the shows I think is getting better.
Right.
But in the beginning, yeah, it was more 80s nostalgia. They're into D&D, they're into Ghostbusters, they're into shit that I liked in the 80s, the music, all that kind of stuff.
So you kind of vicariously relive that. Okay, cool.
Like the Goldbergs. You ever watch the Goldbergs?
I never did.
It is my childhood, pure childhood. Well, everything that main character went through, I went through.
That's cool.
The death of Optimus Prime. The kid went crazy when he saw it in the movie theater. I was like, holy shit, so did I. His sister took him to see Return of the Jedi. My sister took me to see Return of the Jedi. So it was like very.
My sister took me to see Return of the Jedi, or my sister did. Yeah, so yeah, I agree. Just Stranger Things doesn't grab me. My brother likes it because my brother's into weird shit too. He and Lauren have a lot of the same taste, and apparently you do too. Stranger Things just doesn't grab me. I don't think it's a bad show. It's just not. I'm not into it.
Sometimes people,
What are you mumbling about?
You don't like it because everyone else likes it.
That's not why I like. I don't dislike things because of that. No, I don't.
She's calling you a hater.
She says you don't like it just because everyone likes it. I said, no, that's not how I am at all. If I like something, I like it. If I don't like it, I don't. And I just don't. What?
Why won't you watch Cobra Kai?
All right. Let's get the elephant out of the room here.
Why won't you watch what?
She thinks that I won't watch Cobra Kai because I have some sort of self-loathing association with the lead, with Johnny. She thinks that Johnny and I are too much alike, and when I watch him, I feel like I'm watching myself as a failure and trying to redeem myself because we have so much. She's shaking her head, yes, so much in common. Which I'm not gonna lie, he's an ex-fighter. I'm an ex-fighter. I wear a leather jacket. He does. He likes old music. I do. I know, and I understand. He's kind of a douche. I'm kind of a douche. I get
not a douche like he was.
I'm not a douche like he is. No, I'm not a bully. But I just Cobra Kai. I don't mind it. I think it's entertaining, but I'm not. See, and you know me, Tim. I don't dive deep into every show, into every movie and stuff. I have a particular taste. If something's got to grab me, I'm just not like my brother will just start watching something because it's out. Like my mother was like that too. And you're a movie watcher. But you're that guy. You're a movie guy. You like the whole. You don't just like the movie. You like the stars, the production. You like all that stuff. I get. I'm just not a guy that needs to watch every movie, every show. I have to particularly like, for example, one of my favorite television shows is The Finder. It was a spin-off of Bones. It only lasted one season, but to me it's one of the greatest television shows ever. And I loved it. It got taken off the air. Like I said, that grabbed me. But like I said, I like The Boys. I like Bob's Burgers. I like what else do I like that is
Star Trek, the Orville.
I like Star Trek. I like the Orville. Did you watch the Orville yet, Tim?
I haven't watched the Orville yet.
Oh, dude.
And I love Seth MacFarlane, so
dude, then you will love it because you're
a
Star Trek.
I had it on my DVR box, and the fucking box blew.
Oh shit!
So I lost like the whole first season, and then I never went back because I just never. But now
it's on Hulu, bro.
I can go back and watch it now.
Dude, I'm telling you, I know you're a Star Trek guy,
and Seth MacFarlane,
so and a Seth MacFarlane guy. So,
perfect
dude,
combination.
I'm telling you right now, you will absolutely love this series. I was skeptical to it first, she's like as always.
I was also.
Oh, she was too. But the thing is, dude, it's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. And you got to definitely give the Orville a shot. But yeah, so we got new streaming stuff. What's Jeremiah? Did you give me a drink?
When's the new season coming out? I've been waiting 4 years. I have no idea, Jared. Do you guys know when the fourth season's coming out?
Of what? It's out now. It just came out. The fourth season started Wednesday?
What, of the Orville?
Yeah.
Or
I'm sorry, third season. Yeah, the third season just started on Wednesday. So the first episode is out already.
Oh, sweet. There you go, Jared. Are you drinking honey?
Mm-hmm. It's supposed to help not supposed to, it does. Helps with seasonal allergies because it makes sense because the bees make pollen from the flowers that are around. So if you eat local honey, it will fight your allergies. And Tim, it actually works.
I just hate honey.
I was never a big honey fan either, but I grin and bear it. And you know what's funny? Honey? You know what's funny, honey? Tim, I was like you. I was not a fan of honey. I really didn't like it. But it's because we, as a kid, always grew up with that shitty fucking store-bought honey that sat on the shelf for fucking 10 years. I'm telling you right now, if you were to get local honey, even from the city or from a farmer's market down there,
I'll cut you off right now because you're already wrong.
Really?
I went to the botanical gardens as a kid on a school trip,
and
they gave us like pure, real bee fucking honey, like straight from the bee's ass, or whatever it was. and I must have taken too much. And I was like,
when was this? Oh, how long ago? Like 30 years?
Elementary school.
Tim, no. Honey has come a long way. I'm telling you.
Well, I don't mind it. If I'm sick, I will put a drop in my tea, a drop.
Right.
Just to get that going.
Dude, I, like you, was not a fan. I didn't like honey at all. But as I have tasted the different kinds of honey, like a wildflower honey, a locust honey, a blueberry honey, I mean, it's because of the places the bees come to get it, okay?
Sorry, Arick, 3, right? Season 3?
Season 3. Season 3. It does not all taste the same. And honestly, dude, some of it actually tastes good. Like, I found that. So, I understand if you don't like, but dude, give it a shot sometime.
I'll eat a honey nut Cheerio, but I won't drink like real honey.
I don't know if that's exactly the same thing, but it's close. It's close. Yes. Jeremiah, it's on Hulu, streaming, of course, but the season, like Tim and I were just saying, season 3 just started Wednesday. So, fantastic show, Tim. There are a lot of characters that were in Star Trek, the previous Star Trek spinoffs. Like there's a lot of people from the Next Generation, DS9, who play parts on this. It's kind of cool. So you see a lot of cameos. Norm was the Blob. Norm Macdonald. He was one of the Blob people, dude. And they dedicated. It was nice. They gave him like a heartfelt, dedication in the first episode because Norm passed away. But Norm was great in it. Of course, Norm's fucking great in everything. I'm a huge Norm fan.
Yeah, he was funny.
Mm.
He was ahead of his time because he was fucking wacky.
Way ahead of his time. Look at him drinking, Tim.
Squirt.
Yep. Jason and Ginny never have heard of Squirt. I said Squirt's been around since like the 1920s, dude. It's one of the oldest drinks going.
Squirt.
But grapefruit soda, yeah, it's good, man. It's really good. Lauren, you had a question?
Well, grapefruit's another thing. I don't eat grapefruit.
Oh, you could actually send him honey from up here. He lives in New York City, doesn't he?
Tim lives in New York City,
Yeah,
yes.
you could send him some from up here.
Well, they have the place up here. His in-laws have the place up here. So what I was going to suggest to you, Tim, Tim just told me he doesn't really like honey anyway. But when you do come up, Tim, I will make it a point to get you some local honey, and I'll bring it up so maybe you can give it a try or mix it in. But, dude, it's really, really good. And it does wonders for your allergies. It really does. I was a hater too, dude. I was a honey hater. I really was. And
yeah, I just don't like the taste.
I don't like the taste either, to be honest with you. It doesn't do much for me, but the benefits of it. Listen to me talking like one of those commercial guys. The benefits of honey far outweigh the taste. So, yeah, it's not too bad. It really isn't too bad at all. So we got streaming shit going on. Did you happen to catch any? Oh, you did. You tuned into the 007 deep dive. What'd you think of the guest star on Octopussy? I love
good.
saying
It was
that.
enjoyable. I try to. I'm not like some other members of this network who I'm not going to mention out loud, but I intend to go to every show at least for a couple minutes to show my support.
I am too.
Unlike
I do too.
certain other people, I'm not going to say who.
Well,
is,
Tim,
but I'm pointing at them right now, and they don't know it's them. But yeah, I like to poke around at all the shows when I see them on, just to say hello, or just to give a shout out, or just to make sure they know someone's out there.
I think on the 50th episode of the A2Z program, you, me, and Steve talked about. We actually broke down what our network is and how we approach it and how we do it. Now, for those of you that do not know, yes, we are a serious podcast network. We have a network we have our own network that our podcasts come off of. We share them out to media outlets that play podcasts. For example, Anchor, Amazon, Google, Apple. Our content is shared through our network to them. We are set up. We have as professional setups as we can have at our home. I mean, not all of us have in-home studios, but we do the best we can. But if you look at other podcasts, they're basically done the same way we're doing it now. I mean, there's no like big, unless you're rich and have this go to the fucking ABC or NBC building to have a studio. Yeah, this is how we do it. But some people are like, oh, this, that, blah, blah, blah. But we do this. This is what we do. This is our hobby. This is fun for us. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to build ourselves up so one day we can become a serious contender in the media world. We would like to do this for a living, but for now, this is what we do. And in saying that, Tim, you brought up an excellent point. We support one another. We tune into each other's shows. And you know what? Like you said, sometimes I'm not interested at all in what they're talking about and the content, but I want to show up because I like our host. I like everybody that is on our thing. So we're trying to support them. And yes, Tim, you are exactly right. And I'm going to say it. There's a lot of people in our group that don't tune into anything. Just do their own. Either they do their own show and don't look at anybody else, or they haven't done anything in a long time, or haven't been heard from in a long time, or aren't seen for a long time. But you know what? I don't care about that. I care about what we do. I care about supporting our fellow hosts. I'm all about it. We do this. This is what we like to do. This is our extracurricular activity. This is what we do. This is how we have fun. So that being said, Pop Culture Pros hosts, step up and show support to your local show thereof. Because Tim, you're on a lot of shows, man. You have Shooting the Sith. You're our resident Star Wars dude. You are with me, the Just Too Sweet show, probably the greatest wrestling podcast on the internet today. I mean, I'm not trying to be biased, but we are pretty goddamn good. I mean, matter of fact, we're fucking great. You're on this show with me. You're my couch chairman. Like you're the announcer and the co-host of the A2Z program. You are on the we Stomped You Out show with the Giants. You guest on Granny's a lot. You guest on Empire 161, which, by the way, you used to be a host of, and I believe you came up with that name. Did you not? Did you name the Empire 161 show in confluence with Empire being Star Wars related content as with Yankees comment?
Yeah, we used to do kind of like a half and a half show,
Yeah.
We'd bring up Star Wars at the end, because there was no Star Wars show at the time.
Right.
So, yeah.
And you went on sabbatical, and I remember that Ed picked Miriam up, and now they're doing their own thing there. So that's cool, though. The show must go on. I get it. But still. Anyway, yeah, no, we Tim, you and I, and everybody knows us from our network. We're there. The boss knows that we're the go-to guys. I mean, I'm not trying to say that we're something special, but we're pretty fucking cool. If something needs to be shared, we're there. If somebody's doing a show, we're on. If somebody's, having a special thing, we're there. Top 10s, we're there. Holiday things, we're there. You and I would say probably between the two of us, we've been on more shows than anybody else around in our network. You specifically, I think you hold the record. You were actually on every show on the network for a straight week. Am I wrong or am I right?
Longer than that. I think
longer than that.
18 straight?
Did you do 18 straight?
I think it was 18. I think that's the record, 18.
Because I remember like you were everywhere, and it's awesome. It's awesome. I mean, I
was like, I want to pop on every show, whether they want me or not.
And I know you made the joke like everybody's probably sick of seeing me. Nah, hell no, Tim. You bring a lot to every show, man. It's a pleasure having you on. So people should fucking recognize the fucking greatness of Tim Tavala. That's all I'm saying. And I raise my squirt to you.
Don't squirt me.
So by the way, I was feeling a little shitty today because of my allergies, or if it's a cold, I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't feel physically bad, but it's like, the annoyingness of being congested and having to blow your nose and fucking snuffle and cough, excuse me, like that every 5 minutes. It's like, it's annoying. But what I did is I got on YouTube a little bit, and you know how you deep dive and sometimes you get recommended stuff. Well, apparently I was watching some old wrestling the other day, and a recommendation came up, like a recommended for you. It was May 1980. I think it was May 1981 WWF All Stars. Okay, it was before like the superstars of wrestling, for whatever. Their show was called All Star Wrestling, and it was Pat Patterson and Vince. And you can still hear like the ring announcer calls it the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, but Vince was calling it the World Wrestling Federation. Excuse me, but dude, are you ready to have your mind blown?
Do it.
I should share the link to you. I should send it to you because I'm watching in the first match, which tells me it might have been a rebroadcast because Backlund had been the champion since what, 78?
I don't remember even.
77, 78, yeah.
At least 3 years, 4 years.
Bruno was the champion, and it might have been a throwback match because he was wrestling Otto von Nazi, whatever. He was he had a big iron cross on his thing, and he was some kind of like evil German bastard, but Bruno beat him up. Then, Tim, on WWF All-Star Wrestling, the American Dream, baby, Dusty Rhodes had a match. Let me tell you something here. He was on All-Star Wrestling. Not only that, a young, and I'm talking baby young, King Kong Bundy, who went by the name Chris Cannon.
Wow.
He wasn't as like rotund. He's big.
He had hair, right?
He had long black hair. He looked like a baby. Like I said, he wasn't hugely fat. He was a big guy. They listed him at 375, and he wrestled Quick Draw Rick McGraw, the guy that died in the ring.
Yeah, Quick Draw McGraw. I remember
Quick
him.
Draw McGraw. Now, dude, he was a compact little bulldog-looking guy. He was like jacked, but he was like tiny, and he fucking body slammed Bundy. He ended up winning in. But also, Tim, after that, I watched WWF. I mean, something you and I both miss and we talk about a lot is remember the WWF on MSG. Those shows were so great. Guess what that came up? It was a 1985 show. Guess who was on that show?
Who?
The Fabulous Freebirds. Really? They were in it, and I looked it up. They were in the WWF for a while. They had a brief run for about 5-6 months. It was Michael P.S. Hayes, Terry Gordy, and Buddy Jack Roberts. They were a 6-man, and in this particular one, they wrestled Ron Shaw, Mad Dog Vachon, and somebody else. But it was 3 more known mid-card guys from that era. But the Freebirds wrestled them. They wrestled them in the garden. Dude, they came out to Freebird. You remember Cyndi Lauper's manager, David Wolf? He was their manager. He walked them out, and they ran to the ring to Freebird. And, dude, the fucking MSG crowd went crazy.
Wow.
It was so cool. So I've been kind of like...
David Wolf took the gold record to the head, right, from Piper.
From Piper, yep. Piper fucking smacked him probably not long after that because that was the whole start of... Now, I read something. Whether it's true or not, Vince actually wanted the Freebirds because of their rock and wrestling persona they had. Because actually, Michael Hayes was the first one to come out to entrance music. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. Michael P.S. Hayes. Vince wanted them to be a part of the rock and wrestling thing, that era. He wanted them to be a big part of it. But something fell apart. Either like Gordy was missing shows or Michael P.S. Hayes. Like something wasn't working out, and they ended up leaving and going back to Texas because then they had that feud with the Von Erichs that was timeless. But yeah, dude, they were supposed to be a big part of that rock and wrestling thing. And I believe it because if David Wolf is coming out with them, dude, that's serious. That was what they were aiming to do. Isn't that cool?
It makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. And so I looked up a few more matches. They were on All-Star Wrestling from like 84, 85. They were on that. They were on like a couple of Spectrum matches. That's another thing, dude. They had the WWF from the Philadelphia Spectrum, and they had the WWF on MSG, and they also had WWF from Maple Leaf Gardens called Maple Leaf Wrestling. It was called WWF on MSG, Spectrum Wrestling featuring the World Wrestling Federation, and Maple Leaf Wrestling, which featured the World Wrestling Federation, because Dino Bravo used to show up once in a while on Maple Leaf Wrestling. It was kind of cool. It was kind of cool.
When I'm about to show how old I am. Well, you know what? Fuck that. But when cable first became popular,
yeah,
they used to have, and they remember the house shows from MSG used to be on MSG.
Yeah, live with commentators and everything.
They used to give it to you live. My friend, I lived on 67th and Woodside. I lived on this side. My friends lived on this side. He had cable.
Oh, wow.
I didn't. They
didn't have cable.
They didn't have cable on my side of the street yet.
They didn't run it there yet.
No, they didn't. So I had to go to his house. Tim, MSG tonight. Let's go every fucking Saturday. Whenever they had it, like the once every 3 months, whatever it was. And I blew my mind because I was like, oh my God, it's live. This is live. We're watching this as it happens in the garden. So good. Those episodes are always so great. They always put on a great show. They never, because it was the garden, they never had like a bad match.
No, dude, it was so much fun. And you know what? Fuck that. I know we're probably going to get in trouble, but I want to show you something quick.
Do it.
Because we haven't done this in a while. What I'm going to do is they
make the rules and we break them.
Well, that's exactly what's going to happen here because you know what? We haven't given the boss anxiety in a long time. So what we're going to do is, speaking of the Freebirds, we are going to show you the Freebirds on WWF programming if people are wondering about it. So what I am going to set up here, Tim, is we'll get our fancy. There's our side screen where we're looking at our product here, and we're going to watch the Freebirds on WWF TV. Check this out. World Wrestling Federation,
Whoa.
Freebird Action X. Isn't that cool?
Now we're really in trouble. They just played Thriller. We're in deep shit now. Sorry, boss.
We apologize.
Oh, that's way too long.
Scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing
Higher,
the
Mike
team
Sharp.
in the ring
How great.
from San Benito, Texas, weighing 232 pounds, Aldo Marino.
Aldo Marino. Is that Rusty Brooks?
His partner from
Dude.
Trenton, Texas,
Yes.
weighing 340 pounds, Rusty Brooks.
What a big boy.
What a big boy.
From Hamilton, Ontario, Canada,
Tim.
weighing 292 pounds, Iron Mike Sharp.
Oh.
Sign there.
Their opponents will be led down the aisle by their manager, David Wolf.
Oh, there we go, dude. He did it. He did it.
Hailing from Bad Street, Atlanta, GA, with a total combined weight of 770 pounds, the fabulous Freebird.
Dude, is this crazy or what?
Yes, indeed. The fabulous Freebird.
Look, it's Bad Street
Michael
playing, bro.
Hayes brings these fans to life. Michael Hayes, Buddy Roberts, Big Terry Gordy, and Michael. Oh, look at this.
Is that awesome or what?
And he can strut.
Now,
And he can wrestle as
now,
well.
dude, also, they have, I want to show you this one from MSG. Check this out, dude.
Old Spice night pants.
Fuck Old Spice. Oops. I thought it was cool because, everybody thinks like, because nobody paid attention. Like, if you weren't a fan of other federations or territories and you didn't know, like, you know what I mean? Like I always paid, like, I always paid attention. But it's just cool that the Freebirds were there and then they were, you know what I mean? It's like like Kurt Hennig. Kurt Hennig was like just Kurt Hennig back then. He had a little stint. Eddie Gilbert had a little stint. And it's just cool,
Mm-hmm.
But we're
crazy.
we're talking too much about wrestling. We got to get off wrestling.
I had no idea they were there though. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it is. Like, and like I said, if you deep dive, you'll figure out like so many more people and different names too. Like they went by a different name. Some of them like had different gimmick. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. So Tim, where do you think? How do you like the direction so far Obi-Wan is going in? You feeling pretty good about where it's going and what's happening with it?
Yeah. I liked the last episode a lot. You haven't seen the last episode yet, right?
Like I said, I got to where Vader threatened that girl and said that, if you fuck this up,
you got to. I can't say nothing because you got to watch the rest. But yeah, no. So far, I'm good. It's just enough Easter eggs for the nerds like me.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't say too much, but you haven't seen the rest of the episode yet.
I haven't seen the rest of it, but am I gonna be like, wow?
Yeah, you are. You are definitely going to be as long as you don't become like these assholes who have to nitpick every little thing. And
no, I think it's awesome. Honey,
like I said,
you
just got to let some things go.
What do you mean no?
No, it's what you can do.
Oh, I just wanted to see it. Oh, thank you for getting. She got me chicken tenders. Us. I'm sorry. Us chicken tenders.
Well, if you will, eat the whole bag.
I won't eat the whole bag. What do you think I am, a chud?
Yeah.
She thinks I'm a chud.
Humanoid underground dweller.
Cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller. That's what chud means.
A chubby husband.
Chubby
under
husband.
distress.
She said chubby husband under distress. That too. Well, I guess I'm under distress.
Eric, you ate that whole quart of lo mein last night.
She's fucking with me because I ate a whole quart of pork lo mein last night. Who can't do that?
Eric, do you remember that coconut custard pie?
Oh my, here we go with the coconut custard pie again. Oh God. I know you told me, and I didn't listen. But Tim, what do we got? So summertime's coming. What do you like to do in the summertime? You know you're in the city and you work a lot, and I know you like to come upstate. But is there anything like pop culture wise that that's a go-to for you that you like to do or like to see or something that brings you back? Like what's Summer Tim all about?
The movies, man.
You're into the movies.
That's where the best movies come out.
That's when the best movie in the summertime.
Because I'm not a heat person.
No,
I'm a fall, winter, spring person.
And you're an AC guy, yeah.
I am an air conditioning guy, so
yeah.
No, but
so
I'm all about the movies. At that time too, it's where there's no hockey, there's no basketball. Baseball is in that
baseball, yeah.
Baseball's in that area where you're like, oh, enough already.
Yeah.
Like, I need like September to come for baseball to get fun again. And then of course football's starting up in August, so that's always a good thing.
Would you say you're a bigger football guy than a baseball guy?
No, absolutely.
100%. Okay.
Absolutely.
Give me your sports rundown. Give me the big four sports. Give me your favorite down to your least. I don't want to say your least favorite because I know you like them all. Give me your four. Rank your four sports. Rank basketball, hockey, baseball, football. Rank them for me.
See, now it's weird because I'm going to say football is always number one.
Always number one, football.
Number two, I'm going to say Yankee baseball.
Yankee baseball. Okay.
Then hockey.
Then hockey.
Then the rest of baseball.
Then the rest of baseball. So you're not a huge basketball fan?
No, I don't like today's game.
I don't either. I agree with you.
I don't like today's players. I don't like today's game.
Nope.
Yes, I said I'm not gonna go all rah after the Celtics win. Yes, I'm happy they're in the finals. Yes, I've been a fan since 1984. But I'm not going to be one of those posers that's like, I fucking told you the Celtics. I watched 3 Celtic games the whole year.
Well put.
So I'm not going to. I'm going to be happy that they won, but I'm not going to strut around in my my fucking championship hat and shirt and be like, I knew it all year long. I knew it. No, I didn't fucking know. I watched 3 games all year. So
exactly.
I'm not going to be a poser like that. But I hope they do win, of course.
Oh, me too. And I'm like you. I watched a lot of basketball back. No, thank you. I watched a lot of basketball back in the day. I loved like 78 to 99, 2000 NBA, maybe a little before that, or a little after. I thought the game was great. I love watching Jordan. I love watching Bird. I love watching Magic.
Dude, that was a whole different era, man. The greatest thing. Era. Me and my boys talk about this all the time. My guys from Woodside. You get up at like 10, 11 o'clock on a Saturday, and they had that 12:30 game.
Yes.
And it was always Knicks versus Bulls. The Bulls, Lakers versus who. It was always a classic, great game. Fucking Knicks Pacers. Always something good on. And it had the greatest theme music ever. NBC, the NBA and NBC.
That was so fun, dude. I remember it.
I got the chills just now thinking about the music. Look at the hair standing up.
Oh shit, you do too. Now, do you think shit, I forgot what I was going to say about the NBA, but no, dude, it was so much fun watching those games. Like, cause dude, they weren't fucking pussies like they are today. They weren't fucking over social media fucking cunts like they are today.
Seven fucking steps to the hoop now. I mean, this is why the whole LeBron Jordan thing is horseshit because it's a different era. LeBron could not survive in the 90s NBA. The nope. Knicks, that Knicks team would beat the living shit out of him.
Dude, you imagine if he had to play the Pistons? I was going to say, you imagine if he had to play the Pistons when they had Rodman,
shit
Lambeer, all those guys?
No, it's a whole nother. It's a whole nother. Even football, same thing.
Football's same. Yep.
I mean, you Tom Brady going against fucking Dick Butkus or
no,
it ain't happening.
Or that Chicago,
even in the '80s with Taylor and fucking Mike Singletary.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Chicago line or the Giants line from '86. Like, no, dude, they'd have tore him a new asshole.
This is why. When people start talking about the greatest of all time, it's hard because different eras.
I know what I was gonna say, Tim. You and I are fortunate at the age we are and the time we came to be. We actually got to see probably the greatest era of sports, arguably that there ever was. I mean, I know there's other eras that were wonderful. But seriously, we got to see
the last man era.
Wayne Gretzky. We got Wayne Gretzky. We got Michael Jordan. We got Dan Marino, all those guys, Jim Kelly, fucking LT, Lawrence Taylor, Reggie White. We got all these fucking gritty guys, all these great players Baseball. I mean, Jesus Christ, we got to live through Canseco, Mattingly, Ripken, Boggs. I mean, I could just go on and on and on and on and on about all this. I feel personally, not just because it's the era I grew up in, because I would be envious looking back, thinking like, fuck, I wish I was around doing that, but we were. Like, dude, it was so much fun, like flipping the TV on late at night, catching Edmonton versus like St. Louis, or Edmonton versus Montreal, watching Wayne Gretzky like just dance around people and fucking like the smooth passing, Messier, or fucking tuning on and watching fucking, Wade Boggs go 5 for 5, or Mattingly fucking hit like 3 triples, and you know what I mean? It was so much fun. Watching Randy Johnson or Nolan Ryan throwing fucking heat. It was so great. Michael Jordan doing fucking insane shit. Here we go. Okay. So put LeBron James, Lakers, in a game against the 87 Celtics. Now, Larry Bird would have stuffed his ass all 4 fucking periods. There's no way LeBron would have been able to defend on him. There's no way that LeBron would have been doing any of the I'm going to tear my ACL moves, because he would have been hurt within the first fucking 5 minutes of the period.
At age 30, both players had extremely similar stats.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget, LeBron was in the NBA when he was 18, 19 years old. But at the age 30, similar stats. That's there shows you that he ain't shit. No, I'm not saying he's not. He's the best in this era, sure. But
sure.
This is an era of 7 steps to the hoop. Can't foul nobody. Floppers. I've never seen anyone. I don't remember anyone ever flopping back in the 80s and the 90s.
I never saw that either.
And if you did, you got your ass beat for it.
You fucking sure as shit did, because I'll tell you something, man. Like, I just can't. Like, dude, fucking LeBron is such a prima donna. It's like, yes, he's a great player. He might be the greatest player of this era. But, dude, I watched Reggie Miller in an interview. They asked him, they're like put up 30-year-old Larry Bird, 30-year-old LeBron. Let's look at their stats. They had LeBron stats up. And then the dude doing producing for the other guy put up Larry's stats. He goes, well, Larry, wow. He goes, first word's like, wow. Excuse me. Larry's stats were actually a little better than LeBron's were at age 30. And like fucking, how about when Larry yelled over? I think they were playing Indiana, and I can't remember. It wasn't Indiana, because it was it Stockton or somebody who was a rookie, and he walked by.
I feel like 43 tonight.
He's like, I feel like 43 tonight, and he's like, yeah, whatever. And by the third period, Larry had 43 points, and he's like, I'm taking myself out, and he just took himself out. He's like, if that's not Larry Legend. How about the game? How about the game where he shot fucking left-handed? Everything left-handed.
I feel like throwing lefty tonight, and he fucking threw all left-handed. Yeah.
What did he score? Like 42 or something left-handed?
Nobody shit talked better than that guy.
No, he was the king, and he backed it up too. That's the thing. 90% of the time he backed it up. Even Jordan will tell you, how about that? How about the 3-point contest where he just kept his warm-up jersey on, shot the ball, just walked away like this, and sunk it and won it. I mean, fucking. You two should do a live Camp Ramsey show. Yeah, Tim, what do you think? You going to come to Camp Ramsey this year? I think you should. If you go, I'll go. How's that?
I'll see.
Go for a day or two, and like get Jeremiah to take you back home, or Josh to take you back home, or something. Like, I know you're gonna stay the whole thing, but
they're unconscious for 3 days when that happens.
That's true. But dude, we should do a live Camp Ramsey show. Tim, I think you should come up. I really think you should come up. If you go, I'll go. I told Jeremiah that I might stop in and just say hi to him and Josh and Zach, because I haven't seen him in a while. But dude, really, you should go. We'd have a lot of fun. But yeah, no, the NBA, dude, and even hockey, like hockey's getting better again because they're starting to score again. Because if you remember from like 98 to like 2004, like nobody really broke 100. Nobody had like 90 assists and 40 goals. Like it was kind of like when they changed the pad rule, when they made the pads bigger and fucking like gave the goalies a little more, they gave them a little more ways to be defensive. And they started like initiating like these penalty rules and stuff. So for a while there, like, the high score, the guy that would win the Hart Trophy would have like 90 points. You remember back in the fucking like 8 years before that, fucking Wayne Gretzky'd have 215 points. The next guy, like Ron Francis, would have like 170, or fucking Lemieux would have like 199. I mean, these motherfuckers were scoring fucking machines, man. And now they're starting to do it again with Crosby, Ovechkin, Austin Matthews, Connor McDavid, Steve Stamkos. I mean, these guys are legit fucking stars, man. I mean, these guys are good. Do you feel that way too?
Yes, I do.
I
think hockey too is they changed the least, but they're still they're getting back to a faster, quicker, more scoring type game.
And I think and they're also like being a little more pro fight again, because dude, let's face it, you need a momentum shift, man. Fucking just start fucking swinging, dude. Because I mean, not that fighting is the best part of hockey, but dude, it's exciting, man, and it creates a lot of excitement. And it's like, dude, it changes the momentum. It takes steam out of the other team, dude. It really does. It really does. But hey, listen, we've been 118. I think we did a pretty good had a pretty good run here.
Absolutely.
That was fun.
For a fun Saturday night.
It was a fun Saturday night. So what we got coming up Monday, I think we got do you know anything if Granny's or Empire or anybody's going? I haven't heard anything.
With the Rangers going, the Yankees going, those shows are all whenever, wherever.
Okay.
Granny's and Empire. I don't know about Double O Deep Dive either.
Yeah, no.
All I know is Just Too Sweet will be on Tuesday. That's all I know.
I know Just Too Sweet will be Tuesday, and I know that A2Z will be Friday, and I also know that Shooting the Sith may or may not be this week.
Probably Thursday.
Following?
No, I will probably before Skyline Reviews.
Preceding Skyliner. Cool. Shout out to Ashley. Skyline Reviews is on Thursday, 8:00. It's all things Disney.
Yeah, I go on while they're putting their kids to sleep. So
nice. Ashley, I think, does a really good show because she incorporates, like, she'll have like a theme for the show, or she'll have like a what if, or like a highlight. I really think those shows are entertaining. I like them. They do a really fun job. Wednesday, we also got put in the books, the Mets show. Dude, the Mets are on fire, man. The Mets are doing great in the NL. They're probably the second or third best record in the Major League. I believe
both New York teams. First time
both New York teams.
Both New York teams have been in first place together at June since I don't know when. Long time.
Been a long time. But yeah, so shooting Just Too Sweet's Tuesday. 007 Deep Dive is this week, I believe, Monday. I think they're going to do a View to a Kill. And after that, I'm not going to give anything away, but all I can tell you is the Deep Dive is not going away. And it may or may not be 007. I can't tell you because it's not my show, not my thing to say. But I just know that Jason and Ginny will not be going anywhere. You will have plenty more wonderful content and things to go over with them. But until then, I think that's about a wrap. Tim, got anything to say before we sign off into Never Land?
Nope. Have a good time. Watch all our shows. Share them out. Show some love. Tell your friends. And yeah, that's it.
Like I said, you can find us on the Facebook. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Anchor. We are on iTunes. We're on Google. We're on your sister's ass. We're every fucking where a podcast is, we are there. So show support, download us, like us, share us, live it, learn it, love it. Do not ever play cards against a guy who has the same last name as a city. That's all I got to say. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Arick Zant. On behalf of Tim Tabala, we want to thank you for another wonderful A to Z program. We are going to see you next Friday, hopefully with a guest. I got something in the works, so I hope it works out. If it doesn't, we'll have a themed show for you. We'll get a topic going, and we'll Tim and I will tear it apart, or do our best to butcher it. So until then, he's Tim Tabala. My name is Arick Zant. We thank you for watching the A to Z program here on Pop Culture Pros. We are not anyone but Steve Faraci's favorite show. He absolutely loves this show. This is his favorite show. Don't let him bullshit you. On that note, live long and prosper, and may the force be with you. Always. The broadcast has not ended yet.